Poppins. Are you a big fan of Mary Poppins, Ash?
Is that really how you're going to start this video?
Sure is. That's exactly how I'm going to start this video. When's the last time you watched Mary Poppins, the original Mary Poppins?
Not since I was a wee lad.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched it since I was a kid either.
Yeah.
And I can't say I have a great
Don't have
attachment.
a soft spot.
Yeah, it's not exactly in my highest Disney. Mary Poppins is like, oh, amazing. I feel like it missed. It's like they didn't turn it into an animated thing and release it when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like there was no.
Yeah.
It was always just that one older movie that was, as a child, I remember watching it and even then going, well, this is an old movie. You know? Like it wasn't black and white, but it was like, oh, this is a bit old. And then the singing and dancing, and I'm like, can you just put Bug's Life on? You know? Because that was... that slots me into my age group. Bug's Life. Can you put Bug's Life on?
But, did you like Charlie and the... No. Yeah, Willy... No. Was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yes, I think
Did you watch that as a kid?
But yeah, I did. And I remember liking that, but I don't think I watched that until like when I was a little bit older. I don't think I watched that for the first time until I was a little bit older. Because I remember, obviously, my parents trying to put on all these Disney movies to entertain me as a kid, and Mary Poppins being one of them, and Mary Poppins just didn't... It wasn't working to keep me entertained. The first time I watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory it was on TV one night, and I already had a TV in my room, so I must have been 8 to 10-ish, or something like that, I suppose. So that's a little bit different, but... But I mean, I don't think that should stop the trailer being, hopefully, entertaining.
Good.
Anyway. I like Emily Blunt, so...
Yeah, she's great.
Let's find out. I didn't need the synopsis. We all know what it's about. It's Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
I honestly can't remember why we kept most of this stuff to begin with.
Don't you remember that kite? We used to love flying that with Mother and Father.
Those days are long behind me.
That's why I live and breathe.
I was flying the kite and it got caught on a nanny.
Oh, it's Mary Poppins!
Mary Poppins, you came back.
You seem hardly to have aged at all.
Really? One never discusses a woman's age, Michael. Would have hoped I taught you better.
What brings you here after all this time?
Same thing that brought me the first time. I've come to look after the bank's children.
Us?
Oh, yes, you too.
We're about to lose our home. Everything's fallen to pieces since your mother.
I miss Mother.
Nothing's gone forever, only out of place.
It's a good thing you come along when you did, Mary Poppins.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
So you've been off filling the children's heads with stuff and nonsense.
You've forgotten what it's like to be a child.
Everything is possible.
Even the impossible. Off we go.
The story continues, Ash. The story
Certainly does.
is gonna continue.
Apparently.
I was sure he was writing in the chat was telling me the shush, and apparently I'm too young to get Mary Poppins. Well, if I'm too fucking young, then what is the audience? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, if I'm sitting here as someone who has actually watched Mary Poppins and didn't have a great attachment to it, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm interested in watching Mary Poppins Return. I'm not super pumped about it, but sure, encourage me. And yes, the trailer has encouraged me to be a bit more interested than what I was when they originally announced it. Because when they announced it, I was like, Mary Poppins, don't really care. Then they announced Emily Blunt and all this sort of Rob Marshall and Lin-Manuel Miranda. You know, all these announcements started coming in after the initial announcement. I was like, yeah, sure. Trailer has been a bit more interested. But on the kid aspect, well, I'm going to go watch this, turn around to the 10-year-old kid behind me like, have you watched Mary Poppins? Have you seen the original? Like, fuck off and play Fortnite on my phone. What are you gonna do then? What do you think though?
I don't know. It didn't do anything for me.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought. Yeah. Look, I'm not the real negative.
It looks cool. It looked like maybe it'll be better than that trailer, but like all the dance numbers and everything. But it just sort of, it just looked like all flash and no substance.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ash is going up. Wow.
And Lin-Manuel's accent in this movie.
Really?
He sounds like the British impression. Oi, governor.
Yeah, but so did the
I'm
kid.
so happy that you're here, Mary.
So did the kid, though. Oh, Mary Poppins is outside. Oh, you fucking chimney sweepers. Oh. So that, I think all the British accents sounded like fake British accents, but I think they're all trying to do not just British accents, but 50s era or, you know, whatever inspired British accents. Because I'm sure British kids these days are just like, I fucking want mate, I'll fucking smash ya. You know, like it's just yeah. No fucking chimneys. Oi, oi. Yeah, I think that's a little bit different, but I mean, I liked it. One thing I do appreciate is they've kept the animation style and the, you know, whatever you want to refer to that as, the special effects. Yeah, they've kept the 2D animation, so it's in line with the original, I suppose. Because you would be like, hey, why don't you just update it, given there was obviously restrictions and
put in
stuff.
CG animals.
Yeah, well, they could if they wanted to, because there's no restrictions these days. But in keeping it in line with the original, since this is with all Disney's recent line of live action movies, this is the only one that's a sequel to something else, you know? So keeping the special effects the same kind of helps keep it in the same line, because all the rest of their live action movies, they can change things, do what they want, because obviously the Jungle Book was reboot. Christopher Robin, most recent one, was its own story. It wasn't supposed to be connected to anything else like that. So what are you going to give it though?
I get 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah. Shree said we suck and we're ruining it for the children, but I don't think we are. And
thanks for watching, kids.
Thanks. I mean, if you're a kid and you're watching this on YouTube,
hit that like button.
Ring that bell, and donate. Don't play too much Fortnite, and do your homework. And go watch Mary Poppins. Oh, Shree will kill me, apparently.
Remember, a little bit of sugar makes the medicine go down.